Hello students, today we will start SR flip-flop. Flip-flop is a group of latches. We can make a flip-flop by combining two or more latches. SR means S means set and R means reset. Basically flip-flop is a storage element. It works like as a register. Here is the circuit of the flip-flop. Here you can see that this is the basically we have made the SR latch, and before this SR latch we are using a two NAND gate and one with the clock signal. Here this circuit looks like as a complete SR latch, so we can call this circuit as a SR latch, and before this circuit we are using a two NAND gates with one clock input. Here the clock is necessary. In the case of flip-flop, clock is required. If the value of the clock is 1, then this circuit will work. If the value of the clock is 0, then this whole circuit will not work. That the whole circuit depends upon this clock signal. Here these are the two inputs, S and R, and one is the clock input. This is main required input. So we can draw the table of SR flip-flop by solving this circuit, and the table of SR flip-flop depends upon the SR latch. If you know about the table of the SR latch, then you easily can make the table of a SR flip-flop. You already know about the table of the SR latch because in the previous lecture you studied how this values comes. In SR latch, 00 means invalid state, 01 means set, 10 reset, and 11 means no change, or we can say that the previous value. By using these values, why we are using this table? Because the same circuit of the SR latch is there. By using these values, we can make the table of the SR flip-flop. So see, first case. Here, three inputs are required. That is clock, S and R. Clock is always 1. This SR flip-flop will give the output when the clock is always 1. Here the clock is 1, S is equals to 0 and R equals to 0. The output is no change. We will see how we can say that this is the no change output will come there. Here is the first case when S equals to 0 and R equals to 0, and this is the again same circuit diagram like as this one. So in the circuit diagram you can see the value of S equals to 0 and R equals to 0, and the clock is 1. And we already know that if any input of the NAND gate is 0, then the output always becomes 1. Here the input of the NAND gate is 0 and output is always equals to 1. This 1, these both ones goes in this latch circuit. This is the latch circuit. ठीक है, इन दिस ये जो 1 1 आपकी आउटपुट आई है ये सेम अब कहाँ जाएगी? लैच सर्किट में. और हमें पता है कि अगर लैच की इनपुट 1 1 हो तो उसकी आउटपुट क्या आती है. हमें ये सारा सर्किट दोबारा सॉल्व करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. वी विल नॉट सॉल्व दिस सर्किट अगेन बिकॉज वी नो द आउटपुट ऑफ, वी नो द टेबल ऑफ द SR latch. So this 1 1 will become the input to this latch. Here the input we donate is S bar and this one is R bar. In this SR latch case, why we are denoting S bar and R bar? Because we can't donate same S's here. It will repeat. So we just donate S bar and R bar. The value of S bar equals to 1 and R bar equals to 1. It goes in this latch circuit. This is the your S dash R dash latch. And what will be the output? You can see here in this circuit. When the value of S dash equals to 1 and R dash equals to 1, then the output is no change. So you can see that here the value of your S dash is 1 and R dash is 1. So we can say that the output is no change. When the output is no change, when your input, your basically main input is S is 0 and R is equals to 0. When the S is 0 and R equals to 0, the main output is no change. So you can see this table. This is the table of the SR flip-flop. When S equals to 0, R equals to 0, then the main output is no change. So let's go check another second condition when S equals to 0 and R equals to 1. here you can see that when S equals to 0, the one input of a NAND gate is then the output is always become 1. Here S equals to 0, then output is always 1, and clock is also 1. You can solve it by using this clock also, but we already know that if the input of NAND gate is 0, if only one input is 0, then output always becomes 1. And the second input R equals to 1. Here the input is 0, one input of NAND gate is 0, then output is 1. Here the R equals to 1. Here we need a second input. Second input comes from this one, and here it comes from this clock. The clock is always 1, so second input is 1. So 1.1 equals to 1, 1 bar equals to 0. Now here the value of S dash R dash latch is 1, 0. S dash is 1 and R dash is 0. When the S dash is 1 and R dash is 0, then the value is, here you can see that S dash and R dash. S dash is 1 and R dash is 0. The output is reset. So you can say that when this S dash is 1 and R dash equals to 0, the output is reset. So we can say that when we will give S equals to 0 and R equals to 1 input, the output becomes reset. Here you can see that S equals to 0 and R equals to 1, the output is reset. Now go for the third case. Here in the third case, S equals to 1 and R equals to 0. S equals to 1, so we need second input here. Second input is clock is 1, so 1.1 equals to 1, 1 bar equals to 0. This 0 goes the input of the SR latch, so S dash equals to 0. So here you can see that R equals to 0, and we already know that if one input of NAND gate is 0, then output always becomes 1. Here this one goes in this one latch, so S dash is 0 and R dash equals to 1. So by using the table of S dash R dash latch, we can see what is the output. So S dash is 0 and R dash equals to 1. Here the S dash is 0. Where is S dash 0? S dash is 0 here. Here the S dash is 0 and R dash equals to 1. The output is set. So here in this case, the output will become set. This is your third case. When S equals to 1 and R equals to 0, the output is set. Now we will check the fourth case. In this fourth case, both the inputs are 1. Your main input, see, there is no confusion between this circuit and this circuit. This circuit is basically your latch circuit. It will same like as your latch, your SR latch. In this circuit, you will follow truth table of SR latch. Here this is the main output of your flip-flop. When S equals to 1, R equals to 1. Here the second input is clock. S equals to 1, R equals to 1, clock is 1. So 1 into 1, 1 bar equals to 0. This 0 goes in the SR latch. Here it is R is also equals to 1, 1 into 1, 1 bar equals to 0, and this 0 goes in this SR latch. Here you can see that the S dash is 0 and R dash is 0, and this is basically the SR latch. Here we can see it from the truth table. This is the truth table of latch. When the S dash and R dash both are equals to 0, then the state is invalid. So we can say that the output of this state is also invalid. The output of invalid in which state? When both the values of S and R is equals to 1. You can see here. Now just see these two tables. Here where is the difference between? Firstly, we have the table. First table we have the SR latch. This one is our first table and this one is our second table. This is the table of the SR latch and this is the table of the SR flip-flop. Here we will main discuss the SR flip-flop. See, in the case of SR flip-flop, when S equals to 0 and R equals to 0, then output is no change. And when S equals to 0, R equals to 1, the output is reset. When S equals to 1, R equals to 0, then output is set. When both the values are equals to 1, then output is invalid, or we can say that indeterminate, that can't be determined. There is no confusion between SR latch and SR flip-flop. We use this table, table number 1. We use the table of SR latch for the SR flip-flop. Why we are using the table of SR latch here? Because in this main circuit, we are using the circuit of the SR latch. Here in this main circuit, we are using a SR latch circuit. So that's why we are using this table of SR latch to make SR flip-flop easier. So just see once. In the exam, you will make only this diagram. This is the main diagram of the SR flip-flop and the SR flip-flop truth table. You can also make the table of the SR latch, but in a rough work. You will not fare this table in a SR flip-flop. Thank you so much.